Hi, everyone. Okay, well, I wasn't sure how to go about doing this and if I should do it at all, but I thought I'll record my adventure and I'll maybe help somebody else who's in a similar predicament to save them some time, save them some money on this whole adventure. I'm calling it an adventure. Um, and I am starting basically from nothing. And that's my dog. Hi, yeah, take over the show. Um, and I'm starting this adventure with. He's a great joy in my life. He's a miniature Aussie Doodle, and I'll probably talk more about that another time because these are amazing dogs. Um, but anyway, because of circumstances, one of them being a divorce and another one being just a toxic marriage to begin with, um, I don't have a retirement, basically. Um, and I'm going to be 60 this year. I finally got out of that marriage, and I'm trying to, at the last minute now, start over with whatever means I can to, have some kind of an income so that I can semi-retire at first, then fully retire at some point. I've been looking at a lot of different ways of bringing in some income because it's a two-pronged thing. I want to be able to retire so I have more free time and be able to enjoy and back off a little bit on the working, but also the other part of it being is with the income that I'm going to try to generate from different sources. I'm looking forward to being my own boss for once in my life. I've always had a dream of starting my own business and, being my own boss. And my former wife did not like that idea at all. She didn't like the uncertainty, which I understand. That can be a scary thing. I don't hold that against her, but all these years I've wanted to try have my own business, and it just was not possible. But now it is. It's finally dawned on me after the divorce and everything that now I can finally try some things that I've always wanted to try and actually, have my own businesses or whatever, and set them up in such a way to where I could possibly have some more free time. The job I'm in right now, I'm working 6 days a week, 8 hours on a good day, usually 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And they're talking about it going to 7 days a week. And like I said a little bit ago, I'm 60 this year. And frankly, I don't think I can keep that up. I'm sure I can't keep it up. Others around me are getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. And I'll give you a little backstory. I really don't have any way of going with this whole thing, but like I said, I just kind of wanted to be able to make sure the mistakes I make or the things I learn that I can pass on to somebody else, and maybe that'll just help them get through this a little more easily than maybe what I'm going to experience. This is all new. So it's going to be kind of a video diary of my adventure. There he is again. So, first off, my former wife, she didn't think we had the ability, the money, for me to be able to set anything aside for retirement in my job. And so we always just put just the minimum amount in, just the matching amount that my employer would have. And so the past couple of jobs, I had a little bit set aside because I was just putting the little bit in that was matching. The job I'm in right now, the last statement I got from my retirement showed that I had about 5% of what I needed to match my current income set aside. So obviously that's zero. 5% isn't going to do me anything. Well, and also in my state, the law says that for the amount of time that we were married, that she gets half of my retirement. So she gets half of that whopping 5%. So yeah, I have zero. Basically, flat out, I have zero. There's going to be one part is going to be a lump sum that I'll have to split 50-50 with her on another part of this retirement. And that will, after tax, fees, whatever, will give me enough to finish paying off my little house. I have a little house in the town that I work in. I live in a small town in the Midwest that is a depressed town. And it's in a depressed county in a depressed region. I bought this house super cheap. Probably in most cities, what I paid for the house is what you'd pay to have a 2-car garage built in your backyard. I mean, it was inexpensive, but really nice. It was perfect for me and the kids when we escaped from the toxic environment we were in before. So it's been a real blessing for us. It's been a great place for us. And the dog you saw earlier, he's been a great blessing too. I'm really glad that I spent a little bit of money I had and got him, because he's been wonderful for me and the kids. So anyway, so basically I'm working with nothing. I have nothing at this point, and I'm wearing out in my current job. I'm getting tired. So I thought, I need to do something. And so I have been looking, and I've tried a few different online jobs and things like that, different businesses, and that haven't worked out. I can list them, but there's a few of them that I'm going to end up trying, and you can follow me on those too. And I'll show you step by step how I go about starting these online businesses to hopefully earn an income, and hopefully get them to the point where they're almost on autopilot. A lot of these things you find on YouTube, they say, oh, they're passive income. That's sort of true, but when you look into it a little bit deeper, not really true. But I'm hoping to get to the point where it's, doesn't take as much work, and that I will have some free time, some retirement time. And so that's the point I'm at right now. And if they actually do take off, I will save what I can and hopefully get to the point of where I can have a nest egg to invest and retire with. So that's where I'm at right now. That's the game plan at this point. Now, I will try to, every step along the way, I'll show you what kind of a business I'm going to start, and how I'm going to run it, and what tools, what software I'm going to use to run that, and show you how that works. Everything I can to help somebody else. I've done a lot of research on this stuff. And so I've spent hours and hours watching YouTube videos, reading web stuff, whatever, to glean it down to something that I think is doable for me to do. He's getting upset about something. To get something that I can do, because like I said, I'm working 50, 60, 70 hours a week. I have very little spare time. So in the evening when I get home, I've been doing all this research, gleaning what I can. And so now I'm going to put it into action. And so hopefully I can save somebody else all that extra effort, and hope you don't mind. Like I said, this is informal. I'm not being professional, okay? And right now he's being irritated about something in the kitchen. He sees something in the kitchen. He thinks I need to deal with it. He's a smart dog. Whatever. So we all have our issues, right? Right? Not just retirement problems. So anyway, this is kind of episode 1. I'm going to end up doing, like I said, episodes on each one of the little side businesses I'm going to start, and what I'm using to run them, and how I'm going to make them, because, like I said, I haven't got a lot of time. So basically what I'm going to start out with is things that will be online, that will be won't require customer service, because even though I've had experience in the past dealing with customers, I got no problem dealing with customers, I don't have the time for it right now. I don't want to shortchange a customer. So I don't get that kind of reputation. So I'll start off with things that are kind of run by a company, and that I just can input into and hopefully make an income from. And then I'll branch out into more things that are going to require more of my attention, but that will also have the potential of making me more money also. And then along the way, if I end up finally getting these things to where they're bringing in an income, I can look at either finally retiring from my current job, or I can look at just using that money to invest in something else to build my income even more. The goal is to sooner the better retire. And I seriously, the way my job is going, I don't see me even being able to be there for another year. So this is getting serious. So I am looking at, in less than a year, trying to be self-sufficient. So that's where I'm at right now. So, like I said, I've done a lot of research. And so in the following episodes, I'll be showing you what I have discovered, what I've learned, and how it might be working for me. So if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned, because, I mean, there's no secrets. I'm just trying to make a retirement at the last minute. And I wouldn't be surprised there are other people in the same predicament. If nothing else, maybe I'll help you find a way of being able to make a better retirement for you if you're already retired or looking towards retirement, and these little incomes on the side. I mean, flat out, I wasn't planning on just retiring and sitting in a chair and watching TV all day long. I was going to be doing things. I have, lots of interests I'd like to be involved in. And plus, like I said, I've always wanted to be a businessman. I've always wanted to have my own little business. And so we'll see how much time that's going to take. Okay. So I could talk on forever. I talk too much. So from there, that's kind of what I'm doing. And I'll show you from here on out what I'm going to be trying and seeing. You'll see how it works for me. And hopefully you'll be able to learn something and do better. All right. Okay. Thanks for listening to my rambling. And maybe we'll all see success at the end of it. Thanks for your time. Bye.